Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, before we get into this video, y'all, keep in mind that all of this is alleged and is just based on speculation and entertainment purposes only. Alright, now the annual conversation of who is behind the death of Cant has sparked up yet once again after an associate of 007 Nate has posted a cryptic subliminal message welcoming Nate home. Now, as y'all know, 007 Nate was incarcerated and recently released not too long ago, and he's the man allegedly behind the death of 051 Melly. Now, he was initially tried for the death, where police would charge him after he was already arrested for a weapons possession charge. However, they felt whatever evidence they had on him wasn't enough of a reasonable doubt to convict Nate for Melly's death. And before I even continue, right? Honestly, everyone points fingers at the guys in Chicago that's committing these crimes, and they say they are the reason that all the killings and everything is going on, and I get it. I understand that, of course, they're the reason because they're the ones that's doing it, right? However, no one ever looks at the police in Chicago and their laws and the criminal system that they have set up out there. I think that also plays a major part in the reason so much killings are going on and able to happen is because these guys know they can get away with it. Reason I say that is because in 007 Nate's case, he was arrested along with the same weapon that was used to take Melly's life and was pointed out by witnesses saying he was the one that did it, and somehow, some way, the U.S. District Attorney's Office still said that it wasn't enough evidence to convict him for the death. And I don't wish jail or death on a soul, so it is what it is. However, that is just crazy to me. And it just goes to show one of the downfalls that play a part in why Chicago is in fact the way they are. Now, I was always told that possession is 9/10 of the law. So where I'm from, if they don't have any suspects in the shooting death of a person, and you get caught with the same weapon that traces back to that body, whether you did it or not, you're getting booked for that. Simple. But like I said, I don't know, Chicago laws are set up very, very differently. And I honestly think, although we know people are taking each other's lives, the laws plays a very huge part in that as well. But anyway, moving forward. Throughout the years, Can't Get Right's case have been cold, as it hasn't been any suspects charged, nor have CPD came out and pointed out anyone of any interest. There's a video that went viral of the surveillance the night Get Right lost his life in 2018 while he was coming out of a store along with some associates, including FBG Duck. Now, once again, there was a lot of speculation behind Get Right's death, where some people said it was the ops, some say it wasn't, some pointed fingers at Muwop from O-Block, some pointed fingers at King Von, stating that he always dissed Get Right, and some from the surveillance saying that it looked like King Von, a whole bunch of theories. One of those theories involved 051 Melly, and it's a small percentage of people that believe 051 Melly was the suspect and not any of the actual ops, and even stated that Melly used Duck inadvertently to get the location of Get Right, knowing they were together. Now, most people refuse to believe that Melly had anything to do with Get Right's death because they were all supposed to be cool or at least cordial and shared the same associates. However, people do believe that there was a lot of secret animosity between Get Right and Melly behind the scenes. To make matters even worse, Get Right's sister would take to Facebook to have some interesting words to say as well. She never said a name, but she alluded to whoever did what they did to Get Right, it wasn't no ops, and the people that claimed to love him still hung around the same person that they know did it. Now, she would take to a post and say, quote, "I just want every N-word who knew the real MF story about what happened to my brother and still kicked it with Buddy, dead." Then she would respond to a comment of someone who tried to dispute what she said, saying Get Right was loved by all. She said, quote, "On my son, now you gonna have me talking. Cause how wasn't it true when dude killed my brother before Buddy got killed? Wasn't he still in the hood?" Then in the next response, she would say, quote, Wasn't MF still kicking it with dude? Come on, man. The camera show clear as day. So how the F was he loved? Say loved by some, from y'all hood, not all. Now, as of yesterday, a close affiliate to Tyquan World's 007 Nate have came out to celebrate Nate's release from jail with a very cryptic / subliminal message. He will go on to say, quote, "My brother's home. Don't put him in nothing. Long live Get Right, 2 demon emoji." Now, you could take that for what you want, but why would he mention Nate, who was accused of being the suspect behind Melly's passing, being released from jail, and then saying rest in peace to Get Right in the same sentence? Right? I mean, I'll leave that up to y'all. But also, if y'all remember 2 years ago, we did a video covering Melly being the alleged suspect and Get Right's passing. And at the time we posted it, everybody thought we were just crazy. Saying things like, oh, you don't know because you're not from Chicago. It wasn't Melly, it was Vaughn, or it was Muwap, you know, etc., etc. But fast forward to today, and we've already seen Get Right's sister come out doing interviews and state pretty much the same thing we said 2 years ago. Then we can't forget Seaball, who actually went live himself and stated that O-Block did not do that to Get Right. But when it comes to the video we did, we got a very, very close resource that told us about it, and the only reason they told us is because they wanted to get the message out and be anonymous about it due to their safety, because they said everybody already know what's going on, but some people are afraid to mention it. And we get that a lot. A lot of people know things and want it revealed, but they're the ones that may have to deal with the consequences of exposing whatever it is if they get identified. So they don't want to be the ones to do it. And in fact, it reminds me of an O-Block, right? When A-Roy was literally killed on camera, where you could see everyone standing outside, everybody watching him fight, right there watching everything. And then watched him lose his life and nobody said a word to police. So you get what I'm saying? There's people close to situations but don't want to be the ones to expose certain things due to their safety. Which is why sometimes they come to certain platforms in hopes of getting the truth out anonymously. In fact, y'all know how many times we got stories of certain people or certain events with proof, but some of it be way too incriminating. I'm talking about involving people that are alive. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I can't do that. Now, if I was one of those bloggers that just, you know, didn't care and want to go viral, then yeah. But I think that's why the people rock with us the way they rock with us. It's about the integrity. And they feel comfortable because they know we're not just going to do anything for the clicks and views. You know, in order for them to even present certain information to you like that, they got to feel comfortable sending it to you because, you know, they got to trust you to know that you're not going to expose them, for one. And two, just know that you're going to do the right thing with some of the information. Right? So don't attack me, man, because I was just a messenger. But 2 years later, with all these new clues dropping and new subliminals, it seems as if, you know, it may be some type of truth behind Melly having some type of involvement with that situation. Not to mention, I told y'all before that it was more information I was given that I actually didn't include in that video for the sake of not being too policey, like Truth Teller would say. And also after the video was put out, the source that told us everything, they just didn't want to be identified. It was kind of, I ain't gonna say nervous, but they, you know, they just want to protect their safety. They also mentioned that from the outside looking in, people don't understand that there was a lot of tension between Melly and Get Right, and not just them, but others too that was supposed to be cool. But for the sake of Duck, a lot of it was suppressed out of respect that everyone mutually just had a love for Duck. Right? So I don't know, man. But it's just interesting that all of this is now coming out once again. I'm gonna leave a link to the video we already did covering this so you guys can get up to date with everything. I didn't really explain much in this one because, like I said, we already did a whole video covering it. And if y'all want to see it, it's gonna be pinned in the comments below, man. Y'all get in the comments, let us know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping, and I'm out.